Hi folks, welcome back to my channel. So it was supposed to snow overnight last night, but I did not wake up to snow, which is very disappointing, but it was freezing cold. And as I mentioned in my yesterday's vlog, I had a chiropractor appointment this morning. And I think it went really well. She really helped like give me some stretches and like help me kind of understand like why my body's in pain and why it's doing what it's doing. And also an interesting thing I found out is I've always felt like kind of out of alignment, like one of my legs is longer than the other, which isn't what's happening, but I found out that like my pelvis is pointing different ways on each side, which I feel like kind of explains that feeling. So that felt good because I felt like I wasn't crazy anymore. But my motivation, I almost skipped this appointment because it was so cold this morning and I was so tired. But I told myself that if I got up and I did this after the appointment, I would go to Starbucks and get some coffee and some yummy food. So that's what I'm here to do. I'm just waiting for it to be ready. So I will update you guys on whatever I decide to do next. Okay, so I'm trying a new drink that I don't normally get. It's a eggnog latte. It's actually pretty good. It's actually pretty good, in case you couldn't hear me because I was talking into my coffee cup. Also, I thought that I didn't get any questions when I posted the little question thing on Instagram, but I just got all of the questions back, and I guess I just didn't know where to look, and I'm dumb. So when I get home today, I'm gonna do a little quickie Q&A because there wasn't a whole lot. Also, a lot of the questions were for like an Australian athletic wear company that doesn't sell clothes in my size. So I don't know what that's about, but we'll go ahead and answer them anyway. All right, folks, I am home from work, and I wanted to answer some of the Q&As from my Instagram the other day. So I've never done an Instagram ask before. So I don't know if this happens to other people, but I got a bunch of questions from like this random brand. It's like a sustainable clothing brand in Australia, but they don't sell clothes in my size, so I don't know why they were commenting on any of my stuff because I am very obviously not their target demographic, because they only go up to an L. So I'm not going to shout out the brand because it's not for me. So why would I recommend it to? Anyway, I'm still going to answer their questions though because they were fun and interesting after I just like pooped all over their brand. I mean, it sounds like a good idea. I mean, I'm just obviously not going to be able to purchase anything from them because I'm a plus size blogger. Anyways, let's answer their questions. So their first question was, do I prefer summer or winter? And I think I prefer winter, just because Christmas happens and I really like Christmas. I mean, the rest of winter is kind of boring and I hate being cold, but I also like summers where I am. It's like 120 million degrees. And sorry, I'm playing with this clip. ADHD props. So you basically get like the heat version of snowed in. Like you can't leave your house because your face will melt off. So I feel like that's why I'm biased against summer. But I do really like swimming and like drinking by the pool. But then in the winter, you can sit around the fire. So I don't know. Neither of them are really my favorite. My favorite is obviously fall because I am basic, but also because my birthday's in fall. So I have a good reason. But I do really like fall because I don't know. I just like the vibe. There's like colorful leaves everywhere. Anyways, I've been talking about seasons way too much. I've been talking about seasons for 2 minutes, which is excessive. So I'm going to move on. The next question from them was, what is my favorite city in the world? And I would have to go with the one and only Aggieland. Like, I'm not like super well traveled, but I'm pretty well traveled for someone for my age. But there's just no place like good old College Station, you know? That place definitely made me feel like home when I lived there. It's the home of the greatest university on the face of the planet of the Earth. And there's just nowhere else like that. I think if they had just said place and not city, I probably would have said Bermuda, which is where some of my family's from. I definitely just feel like really at peace, and I really love being there, and I usually have like a great time, and it's my favorite place to go to. So yeah. The next question is pizza or sushi. And to anyone who knows me, you know the answer will be sushi because I don't eat pizza. I just don't really like pizza, even if it's not like a tomato-based sauce. I just don't really like it. And I like sushi, so yeah, I know that makes me weird to not like pizza, but... And then the other question was, are you a surfer or a snowboarder? And I am obviously neither. I have been skiing before, but I'm really bad at it. Like, I will pizza my little heart out, but I just won't stop. It just doesn't stop. I just keep going until I run into something or fall. And I do, like, kind of know how to skateboard. I can't do any sort of tricks, but if you were like, please get from point A to point B on this here skateboard, like, I could do that properly. Anyways, so that is all the questions from that random brand. I should have brought water. I'm getting parched. The next question, I didn't ask either of the people that I actually knew who asked me questions. Oh, I'm getting out of focus. I didn't ask either of the people who I knew that asked me questions, whether or not I could shout them out on this, so I'm not going to, but you know who you are. So if you are the asker of this next question, just know that you are awesome and I love you, and we need to grab coffee sometime next time I'm back in my hometown. And this question was, what is my favorite baked good? And I feel like it's some sort of like kind of pretentious bougie baked good. Well, my favorite, I don't know if this is baked or not though. I don't think it's baked. My favorite overall dessert is creme brulee. But I don't think that's baked in any sort of way. So I'm trying to think. For some reason, cannolis are coming to mind, but I feel like if you ask me on a different day, I would say something different. Does baked goods include like bread? Because I think bread would win over or really doughy croissant, like the croissants at Cheddar's. Is cheesecake a baked good? I really like cheesecake. I don't know, I'm weird and picky, and like cookies and cakes and all the normal stuff that people would say are just fine, but I feel like it would be something like, I don't know, I really like tiramisu. Is that even baked? I don't know. I don't like tiramisu when it's like a cake though. I like it when it's like a little bit custardy. I like custards. Anyways, I hope that answered your question. I'm sorry that was like rambly and I didn't really give you a real answer, but I don't really have like one that I'm like, this is the one for me always and forever. And another person that I know but have never met in real life asked what do I admire most about myself? And so this is something that kind of came up because I'm working on writing this post about reflecting on 2019 for my blog. And I was just looking back at my reflection for 2018, and I realized that I've grown a lot, and I think I'm just really proud of how far I've come. I think I'm just really proud of that growth and that commitment to pursuing what's best for me and pursuing what my dreams are, and being willing to share what I'm going through with the world, because sometimes it's uncomfy. And also to the person that asked this question, you are awesome, and I would also love to grab coffee with you sometime, because I would love to meet you in person, because I think you're really cool, and you seem like a fun person that I would get along with. So, yeah. And I guess, like, a physical trait, I am obsessed with my hair. Like, look at this mane. When it's, like, doing its thing, it's doing its thing. But also, I'm thinking about chopping it all off. And I'm also thinking about dyeing it pink or purple or both. So, I don't know. But I just really like my hair. I used to have, like, such a bad relationship with it. I hated my curls. All I would do was just throw it up in a bun and not even think about it. And now I just like let it flow and do its own thing, and we just like chill. And then I just dye it sometimes. So, and last but not least, I got a really random ask from a page called Facts About Texas, and I am from Texas, so that's cool. And all they said was deep in the heart of Texas. So that's what I have to say about that. And I think that's all I have for y'all today. Leave in the comment below something that you admire about yourself, because I really liked that question. And follow me on Instagram so that you can ask me questions, so that I can have more content, because this is really easy content to put out. Just kidding. I had a lot of fun because I really enjoyed talking about myself, which is why I have a blog and a YouTube channel where I just talk about myself. So yeah. Thank you for putting up with that. Thank you for watching, and leave a comment down below, something that you admire about yourself, and like and subscribe.